hometown for a few weeks, and wow, I have been thrown into a loop of nostalgia and longing for the past. There are so many aspects of being in upstate New York where I grew up that make me reflect on my childhood and how simple things were back then. Being in this town and in my family home is so deeply different than the life I experience every day in New York City. But part of me longs for such a simple lifestyle like I had when I was growing up in upstate New York. Throughout my childhood, I spent a lot of time outdoors, which is something I rarely do nowadays. Being in nature is something I've always felt neutral about. I never really loved it, but I also didn't necessarily resent it entirely. It's just a part of life that I never grew an appreciation for. But now that I'm older and consumed by corporate culture and capitalism and basically fighting for survival, the small and rare moments I experience in nature are really sacred. I spent my time in upstate New York doing things that helped me connect with my younger self again. I wanted to get outside and pot some plants for my mom. Feeling the sun on my skin was so energizing because I haven't been outside like that in years. Even the small things, like the smell of the soil or the water from the hose drenching my feet, it took me back to simpler times, and that really helped me to reconnect with nature in a way that was full of appreciation for the small moments. I also just love plants. Being away from my own plants at home in the city is like being separated from my children. So caring for my mom's plants was grounding and made me feel at home again. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate pothos plants in that tiny training pot. This is why you always need to repot your plants. Next, we rinse the roots. This is so much easier than in my New York City apartment. Gonna let those dry a bit. I hadn't spent time outside like this since I was a kid, and it's kind of making me emotional. Put a lot of things into perspective. Like, whoa, I'm literally almost 24 years old. Where has life gone? What has happened? Then I realized I was burning and I need to put on more sunscreen. I was actually not expecting to go outside today. That's why I'm in like regular people clothes, but oh my gosh, I'm so red. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to put all of these into this pot. We're gonna try. Still have these two. She looks so good. Look how healthy this pothos is. Whenever I'm upstate, I love taking long drives with no real destination. Something about driving down the long, winding road of upstate New York with the windows cracked is just so peaceful. It reminds me of when I first got my license when I was 16 and drove around with no purpose other than to simply drive because I could, and it was new and exciting. Grabbing food from the drive-thru with my friends, pumping gas, watching the sunset as I navigate to my destination. These are all things that I don't get to experience in New York City. They are simple, yet wholesome and nostalgic. I have been reconnecting with a lot of activities I used to do in childhood. Playing pool at my aunt and uncle's house was always a fun time when I was a kid, and I've been playing pool with friends now as an adult.
Oh my god.
It's so much fun and something that really does bring me back to the days of being a kid and having fun with my siblings. I think that now that I'm graduated and I'm really entering adulthood, it's really nice to just be able to sit back and do the simple things. And I'm really grateful that I had this opportunity to have somewhat of a break after graduation, because I know a lot of people went straight into the working world or straight into grad school. And honestly, I just mentally could not do that. I needed a few weeks off. I needed to figure out my next move. You guys know the past 6 months or so have been an absolute life-changing time period for me. You know, going through grief and loss, breakup, graduation. Now I have to move out of my apartment. So just being able to come home and live this simple life for 2 weeks really made me question my desires in life.
What can I get for you?
Hi, can I just get a large hot coffee with cream and sugar, a bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel, 2 orders of hash browns,
Yep.
and then an avocado toast.
Okay, anything else?
That's all. Thank you.
1428.
Thank you. Thank you. You as well.
Welcome to bowling.
My friends and I also went bowling, which is something I haven't done in probably a decade. And I don't remember particularly liking bowling, but I genuinely and surprisingly had so much fun doing it as an adult. There is something so special and beautiful about recreating childhood memories and moments in my adulthood. If you can, I give it a chance. Find something you used to love doing as a child and try it again as an adult. You may not love it or feel the same about it now, but some part of you will recognize it as a part of your story, and you'll hopefully connect with that nostalgic feeling in a positive way.
Let's go.
Major life update coming for you guys soon, and it's really overwhelming. It's kind of huge news that I'm really nervous about sharing, so definitely subscribe and turn on the notifications if you want to hear about some of the big changes about to happen in my life. I really appreciate you guys a lot, more than I can say. I'm so grateful that you've been enjoying my vlogs and my newer styles of content. I'm really motivated to stay creative with my channel, and I cannot wait to share more of my life with you and more updates as things unfold in a very unexpected direction. I love you all so much. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.